So I'm going to walk you through some of the exercises I've done throughout my recovery with my surgery and trying to get my Achilles strong. So a lot of these exercises, they're a little bit of plyo, they're a little bit of jumping, they're a little bit of pure Achilles strength. It's glute strength as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my entire set once, and then I go through it again a second time. So I'm just going to walk you guys through the whole thing once, and if you want to follow along, you can do that. And if you want to do everything that I do, you can follow along twice. So the first thing I start with is just isometric holds. So is I just go straight leg for the first one, up on my toes, and I just hold for 30 seconds. And I'm trying to, I only do this on my surgery leg, my weak leg, and I try to do at least 90% on that right leg, and I just hold. That was 30, so I'm gonna come down, and now I'm gonna do an isometric hold with a bent knee. So I bend my knees, I come up on my tippy toes again as high as I can, and I hold for 30 seconds. Again, I'm trying to, on my weak leg, trying to make it about 90% weight on my weak leg, and just a little bit of support on that good leg to make sure that I have proper form and alignment. Okay, now I'm gonna do eccentric calf raises, and so these I'm gonna do on the step, and you should go up as far as you can and down as far as you can. And any of these things that you do, if you ever have pain, you don't wanna do it. So you may see me maybe not using my full range, and if I do that, it's because I have some sort of pain or restriction. So what I do is I go up with, I'm holding a weight in my hand as well. Your calves and Achilles can actually hold a lot of weight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up with both legs, and then I'm gonna lower down slowly. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, and I do this 20 reps each side. And if you don't have a weight at home, you can use like laundry detergent, canister. You can fill a bag with canned goods. You can fill a gallon jug with water. So it's pretty easy to get weight. You could put a backpack on you. Lots of options. And if you're at the gym and you do this, you can also, instead of doing it on the step, you can stand on a weight to get that below neutral. Now I've been counting, Talbot, and I don't know how many I've done.
You have both legs?
I'm gonna do both legs 2 times 20.
He does.
Okay, I'm gonna switch legs.
Everybody do their share.
And you can also, when you do this, set a metronome to help you be diligent and slow, so it'll go beep, beep, beep. Because sometimes I feel like I cheat on my lowering.
What does it feel like?
It feels like blue sand, blue
Now I am going to go to something where I can do some, like I call it a box drive, and you can do it like on a couch or on a bed. This is a massage table that we made into a fort for Stanley. It'll work pretty well, hopefully. So I get on one leg, I lower down, and I come up. And you can also lower down, come up and go up on your toes. I'm not strong enough yet there. You can see that I kind of just fell forward a little bit. But I'm gonna do this 10 times each leg. And when I come up, I wanna be in like a good runner's pose with the toe up, foot up. And when you come up or when you come down, you just want to tap and come back up. You're not like taking a full rest. Oops. That was 10. Now I'm going to do glute drive at like a doorway. You could also do it up against a wall, but kind of put my arms against it and I have an angle. It's harder on your Achilles if you have a less of an angle, so closer in. I'm going out, and what I'm going to do is bend my knees and I kind of bring both my toes up, then plant my big toe into the ground. Rotate my left leg out, so I'm really like pushing into the ground, and come up on my toe and come up into like a runner's pose. And I'm going to do that 10 times each side. So when I'm up here, my glutes engaging, and it's also working my calf muscles and Achilles. Okay, now I think I have some jumping. Yep, so I'm gonna do ladder drills now. And if you don't have a ladder, you can always use like tiles on the floor, or you can just make believe. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna pretend like I have a ladder with 10 rings, and I'm gonna do bunny hops down and back, and I'm trying to do 2 little hops in each ring, so I'll actually do 20 hops down, if that makes sense. And this is all about like quick feet. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I'm gonna do diagonals, and so with diagonals I actually like to have something that I jump over. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand behind something and I'm gonna jump at an angle over and back, and I'm gonna do that for 15 seconds one way and then 15 seconds the other way. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna take a little breather. I'll check what the next one is before I start. All right, 15 seconds the other way. Okay, now I'm gonna do frog jumps, and I'm gonna pretend I have a ladder again. And I think I was doing these actually really well the other day because I started doing them and Stanley goes, "Froggy!" And I was like, yes, I'm doing them right. So what I would do if I had a ladder is I'd jump from one ring to the next. And when I do this, I really want to kind of use my glutes to kind of propel me forward. My ladder was a little curved there. And so you do that down and back. I'm just going back to the beginning. Go an angle this time. Give me a little more room. Okay, now I'm gonna do another ladder drill, which is, you can do it a lot of times if you have like a line, or you can do it on a ladder, but I call these in and out. So what I'm trying to do is jump in the ladder ring, then out, in, out, and pretend like there's 10 rings. So on the way back, switching sides kind of. And then I'm going to do in and out, but sideways. So I'm going to do the same thing where I'm out of the ring and then try to jump in, try to jump out, in, out, in, out. Same thing on the way back. And then I am going to do some box jumps. Okay, so I'm going to do 10 box jumps, and I'm just going to do this on the stairs. These box jumps that I do for these Achilles strength, for me is more about like getting the Achilles used to endurance. So I'm not really going for like a perfect land and really high. I'm more just going for up, down, up, down, up, down, and just kind of giving the Achilles, giving it the opportunity to experience what it will kind of go through when I go on runs. Oh, I want to take my socks off for this. Wood stairs.
I was about to be like, wow, you're crazy.
Yeah, you've fallen on these steps. Okay. So that was 10 forward and back, and now I'm going to do 10 up to the right and 10 up and down to the left. Worse on that side. Okay, now I need a jump rope for a minute. And I actually think I have a jump rope. I just don't know where it is, so I'm gonna pretend. Okay. Whew. And if you don't cut this, tell, but this is everyone's opportunity to go find a jump rope or recover like me. Here we go. I should just have you be watching the clock. It's only 30 seconds.
Yeah, you could have just told me.
10 seconds.
Is it 1 minute?
Yeah, yep. Cool. Got that done. Now I'm gonna work on some like eccentric loading. Step down. So I'm gonna use some weights again. Again, you could use like 2 bags full of like cans, or if you have weights, I don't know. And what I'm just doing is I'm just stepping down and up, down and up 10 times. And then I'm going to go to the side. And I could go down further, but I don't like to let my hips drop, so I just go down as far as I can without letting my hips totally drop. Ten reps on all these. Okay. Now I'm gonna do clocks tap. So I'm gonna hold a weight again. I want to go in here so I can judge where I go, and I try to come out as far as I can towards 12 o'clock. And you can do these unweighted or weighted. Get a little, I don't get as much distance on this leg, but I also don't want to like force it, because I can force it and have really bad form by letting this collapse in. So I don't want to do that. I want to keep good form. Okay. Now this last one, I swear it looks super easy, but it's not. And you can make it more difficult by moving further out is more difficult. And what you're gonna do is you can have a weight or not have a weight. Was that beep me? Did I just turn off? Okay. And so what you're gonna do is you go up against the wall and you have your feet on the ground. Then you're gonna have your feet do everything where your toes go up, and then you eccentrically come down slowly for 3 seconds. Up, down, 2, 3, up, 3, 2, 3. And if it's too easy, again, you can go out further or you can hold more weights. Okay, one more. And usually I use Stanley for this. I'm gonna do eccentric lowering seated because I use about, like when I'm at the gym, I use like 40 to 45 pounds. Stanley's less than that, but Talbot, you might have to lift a box up onto my knee.
Okay.
One of these boxes might be good. Are any of these heavy? Oh, that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, there's toys all over. Thanks. Okay.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so this I'm gonna do one leg at a time. So I just go up and down slowly for 3 seconds, and I'm gonna do 20 on each leg. Can hear Stanley upstairs. I'm not sure if you can hear him. He doesn't like getting his hair washed when he takes a bath. But I think he's going to be pretty excited later tonight because this is a new table and chairs, like a little kid table and chairs for Stanley. So hopefully he's pumped. I would say more, but I can't count and talk, Talbot. This is another one that you can set like a metronome, which I find actually really helpful, just to make sure that you're going slow enough on the down. And you can also put your foot on like a book or something and go past neutral if you'd like. Okay, that was 20, so I'm gonna do the other leg. And this is the last one in this workout. So I'm gonna start from the beginning again. If you guys wanna follow along again, you can just go back to the beginning and watch the video again. But yeah, this is kind of, I've been doing like something similar to this type of workout where I do some jumping, some hopping, like up on stairs or boxes, and then some ladders, and then some eccentric loading. I've been doing this type of thing ever since I've been able to post-surgery.
And more.
Are you counting?
Yeah.
That's so nice, Talbot. That's so nice. And this is something that's been built out for me through my PT, Jessica Dorrington. Probably like 4 more.
17.
Nice. Wait, I never did. I actually have one more exercise.
All right.
I never did. I need to, my last exercise is I did the straight leg. I'll just come over here. I did my straight leg calf raises, but look at Stanley's beautiful artwork. We should feature this if anybody's looking for an artist. So kind of like I did the eccentric holds, I do the same thing with a bent knee. So I come up, I have my knees bent, come up with 2 legs, and then down on 1 for 3. You can do this weighted as well.
How many nights a week do you do this?
I do this whole session 2 times a week, but these specific raises that I'm doing, the eccentric raises, I do every other day, weighted. And then on the days that I don't do them weighted, I will do some unweighted, or I will do, I grab like a band and I put it around my toe and do kind of the same thing but laying down. So it's the same type of strengthening but just less load. And you can see I'm like getting tired right now. I'm like shaking, which is good. That means that's a good hurt. Other leg. I don't know if that was 20.
I think it was.
Me too. Somebody else can watch this and count for me. This is the last one though.
It's 10.
I only thought it was 7. Are you actually counting?
Yeah.
Okay. And these are a staple. Like almost every day I'm doing 2 times 20 straight leg, bent leg. It's just sometimes they're weighted, sometimes they're unweighted. When I first was recovering from surgery, I was actually doing these 2 times a day, 2 times 20. So a lot of reps. So that is a plyo Achilles strengthening routine that you can do at home or at the gym. I think it's pretty easy to modify things to work out at home, which I always like to do when Stanley's home, just to save some time not going to the gym. I hope you guys enjoyed.